What's the deal, y'all? It's your girl, Lady T. And I just wanted to come to y'all and talk to y'all about something. I was checking out my girl, Lady Nika's page. Shout out to Lady Nika. What's up, girl? Anyway, I was watching her video. It was basically about Ray J and some other in the news and shit stuff. And she directed me to lovely T.I. 2002's video about the leak interview that Ray J had in regards to how he basically admitted that he was using Whitney Houston and Kim Kardashian for a come up. And y'all, this is just so disheartening because first of all, I was watching Lady Nika's video and I was like, wow. She hit the nail right on the head. And it's a tragedy because I just feel sorry for that woman. First of all, if you have not heard it, please go to lovely T.I. 2002's. She has the official audio and you can hear it for yourself. These are disgusting words that's coming out of his mouth. Okay, so there's no denying it. Like, even if it is leaked, you said those words. So there's no defending this trash that you just said. Okay, let's get that out the way. Basically, he was saying, when he was with her, he was fresh off the Kim Kardashian hype, and when he was with Whitney, he was unhappy, but he got to meet so many people that he never met before. So many doors had gotten open to him. And he was like, but he couldn't stay on that road because he was just so unhappy and this and that. And basically, she told him, he told her, when I'm with you, I'm with you. When I'm not, I'm not. And it was just really disgusting. He goes into saying that basically it was what it was, I was just basically using her for a come up, and we would get together and just hang out. No, we wasn't a couple, but I used her for what I could, what I could get. And I hate that because he is just one of many that have used Whitney Houston. If y'all really do y'all research, she employed a lot of her family. She had so-called friends, but where were these so-called friends in her downward spiral? Like I said, I'm a big Whitney Houston fan, so I've been following her career since the 80s, and I could barely talk and walk then, okay? So she had all these friends. She was, like Oprah said, America's princess. And I always wondered, where were all these friends when she spiraled out of control with drugs? And do not get it twisted. I know when you have a drug problem that you tend to push everybody away. So I'm not saying people didn't try to help her, but I am saying that nobody really put their foot down. And then the other people, they were just done with it. They was like, oh, that's what she want to do with her life. That's her. So you either got enablers or people who just backed away. Instead of having people that were real in her life, it was like, you know what? I don't give a care about the money, the fame that comes associated with you. You need to get it together. And she never had nobody there. She never had nobody that just cared for Whitney, not just Whitney Houston. And it's just sickening. I think the only 3 people, well, 4. No, it's a handful of people. Her mama, Sissy, her daughter, Bobby, Robin. That's it. I think those are the only people who care for her. And I just hate that. Sure, there's a few people in the industry. Like, I love how Whoopi Goldberg, when they get to talking about her on The View, she won't let nobody really talk about her. So I think that shows a lot of respect and shows that she was at least trying to be a good friend. Mary J. Blige said she tried to talk to her several times because she been there. And Monica, she always talks about how she loved her. So it was a few people in the industry, but then you got people like, of course, Tyler Perry. you cannot deny that he tried. But then you got people, and I love me some Oprah, but I feel like Whitney, when she did that interview, I feel like she was sober, but I feel like her sobriety was hanging on by a thread, and she was reaching out to people. I felt like her doing that interview was her way of reaching out, trying to say, hey, I'm sober, I'm trying to get my life on track, I just need a support system. And though Oprah said she feel like they had this amazing connection, she was the first one to say when this woman died, we were never friends like that. And, talking about how Bobby Christina didn't want to do the interview, after the mama's death, and she was like, well, I came all the way down here, so is she gonna be there or what? It was kind of like callous, and I'm not blaming Oprah because she was just stating the facts. They were never really friends, but you can kind of tell that woman was looking for some support. And I'm not saying that Oprah should have been super stable, but that's just got to be hurtful to know that people just want to use you. Like in Oprah's case, she knew that was going to be big ratings, which it was. And everybody has an ulterior motive when you at that stature. And I hate it. I just feel bad for her because, like Lady Nika said, at the end of the day, despite all her talent, despite her beauty, she was a human being. And I just feel so bad for her. I've never felt so bad for a celebrity in my life because she was just constantly used and abused. And then we seeing basically a generational curse because Barbara Christina has problem with drugs, and everybody around her, because of her mother, has been mooching off her. Bunch of parasites are what they are, mooching off her, looking for their next come up. And it's really disgusting. We got her cousin Gerard Brown got this whack song called Pray for BK. Like, really? What was you trying? Now you trying to be a rap artist all of a sudden? What was that when she was around here walking around? But you're going to try to profit off her tragedy. This whole t-shirt line that you claim is free, but you got to pay for shipment. I heard that was a big old lie. And then he was saying that he was going to donate the proceeds for the Pray for BK single to the Martin Luther King Foundation. Kind of found out that was a lie. So everybody's got something. Tina Brown's been out for blood. She the one who took pictures of Whitney's bathroom. Well, Whitney had put her on. Whitney had gave her a job. And she lived with the woman. She thought, and here she is thinking this woman is her sister-in-law, her friend. Soon as she turned her back, taking pictures, selling them to the Inquirer. And here Tina is again, out here talking mess about stuff that she don't know and pertaining to Barbara Christina. Leola Brown, same thing, talking mess when they have no access to Barbara Christina, but they want their 5 minutes of fame. I'm just so sick of these leeches, and it's like, when does it stop? When does it stop when you just try to live off somebody else's talent or live off somebody else's fortune and try to get your own? And it just really, watching Lady Nika's video and then listening to Ray J's interview really sickened me because he's not the only one. You get all these parasites around, and then you wonder why this woman had a problem, why she saw solitude and drugs. And no, I'm not saying this right, but when you got everybody and their mama just mooching after you, and you don't know who's real and who's there in your corner, you go and find a coping mechanism. Like again, I'm not saying this right. I'm just saying that it's just a shame that she had nobody to really care for her and want to help her outside of a few people. And it's really sad. And the same thing with Barbara Christina. Didn't nobody really care about her well-being. They put that girl out there on a reality show 3 months after her mama died, clearly intoxicated, for the whole world to see and for the whole world to speculate. And then she becomes, she goes under scrutiny now, just like her mama. It's really sad, and people really do need to get a life. And you almost can't blame them. And it's just really, y'all, we really need to understand that these celebrities are human beings just like us. And though they have problems, it's not for us to judge and drag them through the mud. It's for us to uplift them and try to show them some compassion. Because if this were us, and we were born with a gift or born with some type of talent that allowed us to be famous, and we have all these people just using us, all we want is some understanding and somebody that's going to really be there for us. It's really not for us to judge and condemn these people. For it really is just an illness and a sickness. And part of it is our fault. We the media. And we the public, I should say. Because we're the first ones to call people out on, being a crackhead. Oh, all they do is do drugs and this and that and make fun of them. What about, like I said, showing some compassion? Anyway, y'all, that's just a food for thought. Till next time, peace and love.